supporting us and attending the program. Now, I'd like to invite our IEEE BBD ITM WI Affinity Group Counselor, Professor Kanika Lamba ma'am, for welcome address.
Okay, thank you, Shreya. Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to our honorable jury members, faculty, students, and volunteers. I am very pleased to have the opportunity to give a welcome speech on this debate competition organized on the topic, Has Gender Equality Prevailed Completely? I might likewise want to offer my thanks to our regarded jury members who acknowledged our invitation to judge this debate competition. Our institution organizes events consistently for our students to gain knowledge, associating with them various aspects of life. This is an important occasion for all of us involved over here because it allows us to draw the attention on the issues faced by the women in the present scenario. And the sad fact is that society talks about gender equality, but yet it rarely sees on the working platform. Now, one dark side is also there that some women misuse the extra facility given to them by the administration. So here we discuss the merits and the demerits issued by the women. So I am here sure that every individual attending this session will going back with a lots of thoughts and will prove to be a source of motivation for all the time to come. Okay, over to you, Shreya. Please continue it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for welcome address. Today we are conducting virtual debate competition organized by our IWI Affinity Group, and today we are having 4 jury members. Now with great pleasure, I'd like to introduce our first jury member, Dr. Shansha Abdi. Dr. Shansha Abdi, the head of physics department of BBD ITM. He's the father figure of all women. He's the controller of admission and examination cell, AKTU, from 2011 to 2019. He has been the Associate Dean of UGSC at APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University from 2017 to 2018. He served as a lecturer from 1994 to 2001 at Dr. H. Rizvi Siha Degree College, Jaunpur. He completed his BSc in PCM from MLK PG College, MSc Physics from Aligarh Muslim University, and PhD from Veer Bahadur Singh Purvanchal University, Jaunpur. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Beta. And thank you to IEEE, BBD and ITM, especially Professor H. Hello. I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you very much to HOD, Electrical and EN Department, Professor Rafiq sir, Dr. Khadim Moin sir, Professor Kanika ma'am, and all the team members for making me as a jury member. Thank you. Over to Shreya.
Thank you, sir. So next, we are having our next jury, Dr. Stuti Shukla Datta, with us. Dr. Stuti Shukla Datta received her BTech degree from UPTU in 2004 in electrical engineering from ME degree from Birla Institute of Technology, Mishra, Ranchi in year 2007, and her PhD degree from Department of Electrical Engineering in Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi in year 2014. Her research interests include power quality assessment and improvement, deregulation of power system and its issues, energy market modeling and unit commitment. She is the recipient of POSCO Power System Award in year 2014. She has publications in peer-reviewed journals including IEEE Transactions on Power Delivery, IEEE Transactions of Industrial Informatics, IEEE Interaction on Industrial Applications. Ma'am, you may proceed now.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much for inviting me for this event. And I must congratulate the organizers for holding this event during this period of social unrest. And So thank you very much, and my best wishes to the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I'd like to introduce our next jury, Dr. Manisha Shukla. Dr. Manisha Shukla is a full-time professor at Babu Banarsi Das Institute of Technology and Management, Lucknow since 1999. She has been a member of board till 2013, provost of BPD Girls Hostel till 2014. She was also a first-year coordinator of BTech from 2008 to 2010, head of Department of Chemistry from 2009 to 2014. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Shreya, for this kind introduction. It's a great opportunity for me to be present here to put forward my views and to put forward my scores too for a topic so relevant in today's scenario. As I heard Professor Kanika saying that it's more about gender equality. So we all are in an era where the gender word should really be omitted from the dictionary, if I say it correctly. As we say in the media, now no more the term actress is being used. It's all actor. So we as a human are all human. I don't find any difference wherein either a feminine or a masculine gender is concerned. The topic is so very relevant to what the whole system, the whole existence is all about. So as a human, we execute our duties and responsibilities in this particular, universe, wherein each one of us have our role to play. And hence, the equality at all step and all stages it should come very naturally. Nobody should be there demanding it. Therefore, with respect to the professional scenario, the corporate world, the academia, or any stage for that matter, we all are human, and hence our role is defined by this particular universe. As a female, I may have a definite role to play at home or in my organization where I work. As a male member, a person may have a definite role to play in the domestic world or in the professional world. So we all have our responsibilities to be executed. And therefore, the term equality itself hammers me a lot when I have to speak on it. So being a human is being a human. There's nothing else beyond that. I must congratulate the WIE group of IEEE for having taken up such a relevant topic at a time where we are nearly in a pandemic world, and we've been facing the same for quite some time, which gave us a very good time, opportune time to realize that the issues so immaterial, the issues that are material to us or that are important to us, is how well we can live with this existence in this universe and take care of the nature and our kith and kins all around us. As such, all human beings around us, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, and even everything that surrounds us and helps us in our growth. With these words, I think if I have to speak a little more, I'll go on and the time will pass. I'll hand over the mic to Shreya. And thank you so much for letting me put forward my views. All the very best to all the participants who are here to put forward their views. And congratulations to the organizers. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Our next jury is Dr. Kamlesh Kumar Singh. Dr. Kamlesh Kumar Singh is an assistant professor at Amity School of Engineering and Technology, Lucknow. He has also been an assistant professor at Integral University from 2005 to 2009. Served as a lecturer at Radha Govind Engineering College, Meerut from 2003 to 2005. He is always supportive to all female members. Now I pass the center stage to Dr. Kamlesh Kumar Singh sir to guide us. The stage is all yours, sir.
Thank you very much, Shreya. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Yeah, good morning to one and all present in this debate competition. My thanks to IEEE, VBD and ITM and their coordinators. My special thanks to Professor Rafiq, and my best wishes to all the participants of this competition. It is really a very relevant topic, which is much needed for a debate. And my best wishes are always for IEEE, VBD and ITM. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we are proceeding to today's debate competition. So here are few rules of the competition. If any of the participants exceeds given 2.5 to 3 minute time to give her arguments, mark will be deducted from their final scores. If any of the participants seen having grammatical error in their arguments, their too few points will be deducted. While question and answer session, when the jury member asks the question from the participants, if any of the participants fail to answer, the question mark will be deducted and marks will be given to only that contestants who has given the answer to the questions. The buzzer alarm is at 2.5 minutes and again at 3 minutes to remind the participant of the fixed time. After every round, there will be a question answer session where every participant asks the question with each other and judges will also ask to the contestants. Please note the fluency of contestant and give their final score accordingly. You may proceed now.
So we have our first participant, Aviral Das.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, am I audible?
Of the participant is there. So that is my request. Otherwise, if the rules have otherwise, you may not have the
That the video should be on only.
Okay, good enough. Thank you.
Aviral, switch on your video, please.
Am I visible now?
Yes, Aviral, you are visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Aviral Das Srivastav, a second year student of electrical engineering from BBD ITM, Lucknow. I am in the against of the motion, has equality prevailed completely? First of all, I am thankful for giving me an opportunity to speak on such an important topic. As we all know that our daily life starts with newspaper, the place where equality is highly misused. Newspaper, news channels, and other social media platforms produce disinformation under the shade of the equality. Either it is regarding disinformation of a death of pregnant elephant in Kerala, and trying to create a huge dispute in Hindu and Muslim, or any other incident. Media is always trying to show that there is no equality by continuously repeating that there should be an equality. A phrase comes in my mind that rakshak hi bakshak ho jate hain, where media is supposed to be the rakshak of equality, which doesn't seem. We are currently living in the scenario where we follow the tradition of ladies first. But I don't know why. Why only ladies? Why not men? This shows that there is no equality. In early days, women were suppressed, but in today's life, men are getting suppressed by these kind of traditions and girls' reservations. Bit by bit, men are becoming the forgotten gender. Our government also have lots of schemes like Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao. But what about Beta? Beta tum sehte jao. My point is that girls don't need support of anyone. They just need an open environment, have freedom to succeed in life, to excel in life. So to maintain the equality, competition should be open, and same for boys and girls. This is the reason why reservation is becoming the curse for the general category students or general category people. In this, not only girls, but other people are also dominating over general boys. According to the stats given by the Economic Times, every year 14 to 18% of general boys remain unemployed just because of this reservation, which uplifts the lower one, means lower people who were once suppressed by all, means they were not allowed to visit general category areas, and they were not allowed to sit with higher category people. The reservation, that's why reservation came into existence in 1950. The main aim of reservation was to remove the distance between the general and higher society and lower society people. But that aim is bit by bit getting deteriorated, because the aim was to allow lower people to get the higher opportunity and reach higher places. But they are, I think, according to me, the thing is getting misused. This reservation, which was meant to uplift the lower one, is now troubling the deserving people. At last, I would like to conclude with the thought that that equality should be adopted, not only discussed and used. Thank you.
Thank you, Aviral. Now there's a question answer session. So any of the participants who want to put up any question against Aviral, so he can put it, and then the questions will be passed to jury members, and jury members, if any question you have, then you all can put up.
Aviral, you are saying men are becoming an forgotten gender. Still, this is a male-dominated society. You don't think it's contradicting?
No, actually, I don't think that it is contradicting. Men are getting suppressed nowadays, because in either of the sector, wherever you will go, you will find that ladies are given a special opportunity. Whenever you will talk to anyone, you'll ask anyone that what are your views regarding the lady empowerment or women empowerment. They'll start giving it speeches and all. But did you ever heard anything or a single word regarding men empowerment? How they are getting deteriorated, how their condition is getting suppressed? This is the issue which we are facing in daily life. No one is talking about men. They are just taking the men are all okay. They are going, they are living their life simply, and that's not the way. That if we are giving special opportunities to girls or ladies, then we should treat equally with the men. Hope I got you got your answer.
You say that men are not getting special opportunities and women are getting special opportunities. I would like to ask you that why do you think that people are giving special opportunities to women? Because they are suppressed in the society.
Yeah, I'm saying that as I told in my speech earlier, that the one earlier there were women were suppressed, but nowadays situations are getting normal and women are getting suppressed by this tradition of ladies first. My point is this only ki, we should not do this, we should not follow this kind of tradition. I know ladies should be supported, ladies should not be suppressed, but that doesn't mean that ladies should only be kept in front. They should be at first. Giving quota to girls was
That's
made
actually not
in early days.
equality. That's not equality. Equality is
Yeah.
when both men and women are treated equally. We should not say that if women are getting
Yes,
privileges,
that is what I'm
men,
saying. Yeah,
they should
that
be
is what
given
I'm
equal
saying.
opportunities.
That is what I'm saying. Yeah, that is the point. That is my point. That is
No,
what
you're saying
I
that
said
men are
earlier.
getting
That
suppressed. We don't want that men should get suppressed or anything. We want
yeah, they
both
are
of them to be
getting
treated
suppressed.
equally.
They are getting suppressed. They are getting suppressed in that condition when we are saying that ladies first. Why ladies first? Either allow both of them to lead. We are not saying that men and women both should take the equal opportunity. We are following the simple tradition, ladies first. That is my point.
That's
I'm not saying
ladies
that
first is a
women should be
gentlemanly
suppressed.
behavior. We don't ask you to do that. Ladies first is your own choice. We don't really ask people to give us
Ma'am,
ladies first.
the point is that, ma'am, the point is that boys and girls girls are getting special quota for admission in college. You might have heard
That's
about
because
it. But
most of the girls are not getting opportunities to study. People don't
so
let
that
their
doesn't mean
girls,
so
their
that
daughters
doesn't mean
study.
that all the boys are getting this opportunity to study, ma'am. That means boys are also from different
That's
background.
the
They are
thing.
also not
That's why
getting the
we want
opportunity.
equality. That's why we want everyone to study. That's what we want. We
Yeah,
should not
that is
say
the
that
point.
only women are getting opportunities.
Yeah, that is the point.
Our
Yeah,
country says कि सबको पढ़ाओ.
सबको पढ़ाओ, सबको बढ़ाओ.
They don't say
सबको
सिर्फ
पढ़ाओ,
बेटी
सबको
पढ़ाओ.
बढ़ाओ. Nah, they say that I think you haven't heard about this scheme, बेटी पढ़ाओ, बेटी बचाओ, बेटी पढ़ाओ. It is the Prime Minister's scheme.
I've
Okay,
heard
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I've heard
Listen,
it.
listen. Now will give the opportunities to the jury members. Jury members, if any question you want to raise, then you can ask to the question. After that, we'll further proceed to the next participant.
Yeah, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you, Aviral. We totally respect your view on this topic. One thing from my side, I would like to hear one suggestion from your side that what you will suggest, what government should do for this, if you are putting your view in
Sir,
this direction.
according to me, when we are talking about equality, that at that moment we are presenting that we don't have equality. We should change our mindset instead of supporting that you should lead first. We should not give any special scheme or a kind of thing. We should support them from the background, not from the front end. We should make our mentality and change ourselves, our thinking ability, our working ideas. Means we should change ourselves instead of forcing others to just follow and keep in mind that she is a girl and I am a boy. You should not do this, and she is not able to do this. We should not keep this kind of mentality. Our society is keeping this kind of mentality nowadays. So that is my point, which I would like to change.
Thank you, Beta.
Thank you, sir.
Aviral,
Yes, ma'am.
you spoke your views on media, And
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
morning, an article has come in the Times of India. I hope you have read that, which speaks about the idea of giving salaries to the housewives. So, what are
Yes.
your views in this regard?
Ma'am, housekeeping and house managing is also a very big task, because I see my mom she keeps on working. We take our lunch, we eat food, and we take our services, and that idea is a good thing. I appreciate that point, because mentioned everywhere. My point is
But
this:
why don't
it
you
should not be mentioned, but
advocate
yes,
on why don't you advocate on this point that men should also join the household chores?
yes, ma'am. Sorry,
Why
ma'am, your
don't
voice
you
is.
support this point that men should also join the household
Ma'am, what?
chores? Am I audible, student?
Ma'am, it is the choice of lady or girl. It is their choice whether they want to take job or they want to manage house. We can't force them that you should do this, you should not do this. It's their choice. I have seen many men also managing their houses. So it's their choice. It should be go hand in hand. It should be clear to all that if someone is managing house, she's not doing any big deal. And if it is a big deal, that should be promoted, what you can call supported by government. If they are doing such kind of thing, that they are doing salary or some kind of payments to women, that should be a beneficial for them also, because all women don't get enough income, or they don't get money from their husbands. So it should be beneficial for them, for their self. So society, there will be a change in the society if the same thing will be implemented.
Okay, thank you for your views.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, then we'll move forward with our next participant, Akriti Kushwaha.
Very well, Sakshi. Sakshi, what I personally feel is that let's decide the time for rebut session also, so that it doesn't stretch on to only one participant.
Ma'am, your voice is actually not audible.
Okay. Am I audible now? Can you get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What I really wish to say is that let's have a rebut time as well, so that we are able to give equal opportunity to all the candidates.
Okay, ma'am. Then 2 minutes will be the rebuttaling time, and after that, we'll move forward to the next participant.
Yes, and decide the number of questions also, because one question from the jury and maybe a question or two from the participants, that will be fine.
Okay, ma'am. Then 2 questions will be 1 question from the jury and 1 question from the participants.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, then we'll move forward with the next participant, Akriti Kushwaha.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Akriti Kushwaha, second year electrical engineering student from BBD ITM, Lucknow. I'm in the favor of the topic, has equality prevailed completely? Equality, the term which has always given its support to everyone, irrespective of caste, religion, gender, birth of region, sex. I agree with Mr. Aviral at some points where he mentioned that many a times equality term is misused by social media and news channels, but our mother country's constitution gives us the right to equality to all of its people under the Article 14, which states that every person who lives in the country of has the right before the law. Here, people from all the regions gets equal opportunity to attain the justice, and no one should dominate over them. Dominating and suppression is a tradition which is being followed. Dominating and suppression is a tradition which is being followed since long time. Higher societies have been dominating over lower ones, which creates a gap between them. So the reservation system came into existence in 1950 to fulfill the gap, and that's why reservation is supporting them who were suppressed ones. The right to education for all the caste people is the reason why Ramnath Kovind is the current Honorable President of India. Apart from this reservation, equality was lagging in between male and female in early days. Let us take an example of Sati Pratha, which was followed as a tradition until Raja Ram Mohan Roy has abolished it. Women were not supported and given opportunity, and now they are uplifted under the umbrella of equality. Women have set great examples, and me being an engineer aspirant, never forget to mention our first lady engineer A. Lalita, who faced lots of difficulties but shown her real work to everyone. We can also take an example of Srimati Nirmala Sitaram, our first current finance minister. Not only in ground of women's, which they are exceeding in, the women's are also exceeding in space, like Kalpana Chawla. These all are the footsteps for us. Not only in India, but equality is very well supported in other countries too. As we all have heard, the dispute between black and white held in America, which gets solved on the basis of equality. At last, I would like to conclude by saying sense of equality has always supported by everyone. It has given upliftment to the needy and
time is up, Akriti.
Okay, so equality is not a rule, but a thinking which should be adopted by everyone. Thank you.
Any of the participants who want to ask any question?
Yes, I have a question. Okay, Akriti Kushwaha, you just gave an example of our finance minister, which is Nirmala Sitharaman. And my question here is, why is there a topic of this why is there a statement about the finance minister when the topic is about is equality prevailed or not? And since you're for the motion, I would like to ask, why did you mention the name of the finance minister when she released the budget of 2021, which was heavily criticized because the middle class is struggling and the middle class is actually going below the below the expected lifestyle of living. So my question is, why would you add the name of finance minister who is not doing her job well? And yeah, I would like to hear your answer on this.
Sir, I have spoken about women empowerment and equality, how a woman can be uplifted, and how a woman prove herself in front of everyone. That's all.
But the topic is has equality prevailed or not? So I didn't get the relation between the
Sir, I
finance
don't
minister.
get what you want to ask.
I'm actually asking that since the topic is if the equality has prevailed or not, why would you add the name? Like, why would you mention the finance minister as the women empowerment key in your debate?
Because sir, she proved herself.
How?
She worked hard. She have that patience to attain that much height, and
I have a question with you, Akriti. That you are saying.
Aviral, we have limited time, so one question from participants and one question from jury member. Okay?
Yeah, it's the time for the
Okay,
jury
sir.
member.
Okay, sir. No issues.
Members, if they have any questions, they can ask to Akriti.
Akriti,
yes, ma'am.
do you feel that women are better performers in other fields than engineering?
Yes, ma'am. Women are better performer not in engineering but in each and every field. They can do everything, whether it is a housework, office work, or in sports, in space, or in each and every field. I think women can do everything.
Yeah, but the statistics talk something else. If you go by the statistics, that actually depicts the mindset of the people that women cannot be good engineers. Do you support this idea?
Ma'am, will you please repeat your question?
As per the statistics, what you said just now is totally contrary to what the statistics speaks about, the data.
I am talking about the opportunities. The woman who got the opportunities will go ahead and prove herself, and the one which isn't got will be behind the bars.
Okay, Akriti. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then we have our third participant, Shambhavi.
Very well said. Sakshi, this one point, another point, please make it very clear to the participants that before they start, they must propose whether they are speaking for the topic or against the topic. And the second point is when they end, they must put forward whether they have spoken for the topic or against the topic. What I could really perceive from the participant who spoke right now, the whole message was very unclear, whether she was against the topic or for the topic. Okay, so this is just a point to be clarified to the participants as well. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Firstly, the participants, you are clear the point that whether you are for the topic or against the topic, then you are speak your content. Shambhavi, you
am I visible?
Yes, you are visible.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Shambhavi, a student of second year electrical engineering, BBD ITM Lucknow. I am here to speak for the topic. Has equality prevailed completely? Equality is the most controversial concept of social and political philosophy. From John Rawls' 103rd Amendment Act of India, this concept remains in tremendous controversy. First concern of equality is sameness, that everyone is provided with the same opportunity. We are all very well aware that it hasn't prevailed completely. But since I decided to speak for the topic, I'll be highlighting the silver lining of the cloud. If we compare with the old times, we clearly see that change has prevailed over the years. Whether we talk about social equality, political equality, economic equality, or legal equality. Today, men and women compete standing at equal platforms. Rules, law, and legislature holds equal rights and responsibilities for both the genders. Even in career opportunities, the days are gone when some particular professions were believed to be worthy of men only. Today, no bar holds women from becoming a pilot, an army person, a political person, or even a DJ or a bartender. In most of the metropolitan cities, the bars have been raised and the old times have gone. But yet, we haven't reached the best where difference is too little to notice. But it is my firm belief that the day will come soon when the woman will be free enough to roam around at night without any fear and will feel actually free. They will be free to choose whatever profession they wish for and go on to their line and build their career upon it. There will be no bars. Each and every girl will get the opportunity to study according to their own will, whether they want to go in education or they want to go in any other line in any other profession. Thank you.
Okay, anyone who has any question can ask.
Sakshi, you may also mention for the time which Shambhavi spoke for, because I personally feel that she spoke for a little less time than what was expected the debate to be for. Okay.
Ma'am, actually the timer is being shown on the screen.
Let's see. I don't see it.
Yes, ma'am. You can pin to Shrey, then you can see the timer. Timers are being shown on the for every participant.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Thank
Okay,
you.
ma'am.
I have a question from
Okay, you can ask.
every place, that I just want to ask that if we are giving a special reservation for girls, that does whatever you said that they are equally standing, and on the other hand we are giving a special reservation for girls, does it make sense? Because we are providing opportunity to girls, especially for them, that they should be given special seats in the either in the college or any other place, and boys should not be given such kind of opportunity. Can you clearly justify this?
Yes, for sure. The need for this special reservation has only aroused when earlier only boys were allowed for studying and all this. If we go to the old times in India, usually girls were not allowed to study. They would rarely study till class 5th or till class 10th, and they would just abort their studying, right? So therefore the need has aroused only when the situation was that. To make those situations better, these reservations or the special opportunities which girls are getting today have been aroused. But if today also men decide that okay, we are giving equal opportunities to girls, even in today's workplace, if we notice, don't you see that still women are suppressed? Men always try to dominate women. Why is that so? If that stops happening, the reservations, the special privileges that girls are getting, they will just stop. The need is only there when they are suppressed. If the suppression goes away, it goes away.
By the way, I don't think that there is a surrounding of suppression of for women. Either there is a less numbers. There are less numbers of worker officers or workers in female category as compared to male. But there is in nowadays I don't feel that there is any kind of suppression or man is dominating and women is getting suppressed. I don't think, because I have seen many IAS officers, they are working over the men. Means that doesn't make any sense according to me.
No, you see, even if we compare, when we see the statistics and we see the data, the percentage of women is still very less. And why is that so? Because from the past times, there was suppression. If it has removed, I am not saying it hasn't removed. It has been removed, but it hasn't gone away completely. Yes,
Shambhavi, time is very less, so we'll move to the jury members if they have any question.
All right, Shambhavi. There is a question that I wish to put up. recently it came to my knowledge that I mean, a small startup like Zomato offered some special leave to the feminine gender. Uh, I mean, if I may put it that way, during the menstrual problems, etc. So, you know, when we talk of the equality, the men have all the hue and cry that if genders are equal, then why should a special privilege be given to the feminine gender? What are your views on this particular issue?
Ma'am, we see all the problems that women face and all the like natural things that women face and men don't face. We already see that the women are already empowered and they don't need empowerment. All right, but from all the old times that the men have been believing that women are lesser, no, women can't do this, women can't do that. But now today they also see that no, women is capable of doing anything and everything. And for menstrual things, if we see in Scotland, this menstrual tax we pay for those sanitary napkins and all that, it has been removed over there. But in India, we are still paying that. If we look from that particular point, we can see that the menstrual cycle is such a natural thing. Like you just cannot avoid it. We are suffering it. Most of the women, they go through those menstrual pains and everything. So we are eligible for that privilege. Men aren't facing that, so we are eligible. There's not a question in there that why men are not given equality in that thing, because you are not facing. We are facing that and you are not facing that. We are working even after those menstrual cycles, even after all those hue and cry, we are working, and that too equivalent to you. We aren't stating our excuses that no, we had pain so we didn't come to the office. No, every woman is coming. No one says that no, I am having pain or I'm going through menstrual pain, I will not come to the office. You teachers, you never take leaves because of those menstrual pains of anything. Then why are men saying that we aren't getting equality? When you are not facing that, how can you take that point when you are just not having that thing? Why?
Okay, thank you. I think what you really wish to put forward is that an issue like this should have been accepted by the other gender gracefully instead of criticizing it. Is this what you want to say?
Yes, ma'am, for sure. I want to say that just like in Scotland, the tax has been removed, the tax should have been removed here as well. And it would be such a good example of equality, like we can't say, no words for that.
Okay, good.
Hands down to that has been done.
Good, nice, thank you. Though you did not really frame your answer in a very explicit manner, yet I could perceive of what you were trying to say. Thank you so much for your answer. Over to Sakshi and Shreya for further proceedings.
Okay, thank you, Shambhavi. Next, we have our participant, Shivam Shukla. Shivam Shukla.
Sakshi, Shivam Shukla is in the list or not? I think she's not visible. Shivam.
Shivam is at number 4, if I can see.
Yes, ma'am. I think he is not in this meeting. Your voice is not audible, Sakshi. Can we move to the next participant if he is not available?
Okay, then we move forward to the next participant. Hitash Trivedi.
Okay. The important thing is like those who are the participants, please raise your hand so that I can give the access to of the microphone. So please raise your hand so that I can give access. Okay. Continue, sir.
Okay, move forward to Hitash Trivedi.
I am not able to start the video, ma'am.
Now you can, Hitash, now you can on your camera.
Okay. I am audible?
Completely audible. You are completely audible.
Okay. A very warm and pleasant morning to respected jury members, IEEE and WIE members, and all my dear friends. Today, Hitash Dwivedi of BBD ITM first year BTech student is present here to speak for the motion on the topic equality prevails completely. As in my opinion, equality means the fairness. Fairness in most of the fields, like in the personality, the rights we get, and all the things, whether it is between a woman or men, or in so many various kinds. Like before a few years before, the women could not get the rights that they want to get, but nowadays they are getting the rights as the men are getting, like in the various fields and sectors, like in Navy, in Air Force, and in various kinds of fields. So I want to say that exactly the equality is between all the men's, women's, and all the children also. Like in education, the women are getting educated more of the day. Like in birth child, before so many years, the woman child are not acceptable in the society, but now they are acceptable. And the parents teaches them as they are teaching the men also. They are putting forward hand to hand, by same as the men are getting rights. They are getting employed, women are getting employed in various sectors, as the men are getting employed, getting the salaries, getting the jobs, and so in so many fields they are working. Like I want to say that women are getting so many things that are men are getting, and they are very, the both are coming together and move forward for the country, beneficial for the country's beneficial things, and all the discussions they are moving, like as you all are working with the men's society, and we are putting forward our efforts, our things that we want to come up with that. And in so many rights we are getting, like women are now able to speak their thoughts, views, that before so many years they cannot get the right to speak, right, the freedom that they are getting now. That's why equality is very important, and they are getting.
Gender gap index, which is a
not yet, sir.
okay. I will let you know what this gender gap index is, since you were for that motion. So the global gender gap index, which is being published by World Economic Forum,
Yes,
it
sir.
is covering somewhat 149 countries, and the gender equality is calculated through different parameters on that forum. So
Yes, sir.
our country, India, ranked 108th in that performance. So
Yes, sir.
how you will justify your gender equality if India is ranking 108th position out of 149 countries all over the world?
Yes, sir. But sir, it's not about the one country. We are putting forward, we are doing our efforts to come in the top of the data graph. Like the laws which are given, which are going forwarded, like our Prime Minister has given so many rights and laws to the women. So we are doing our efforts to move forward. And by efforts, we can do anything by doing efforts.
Okay, thank you.
We are not decreasing, we are in the increasing. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ritaj. Now we have our next
Thank you, ma'am.
participant. We have our next participant, Karan Jaspreet Singh.
Hello,
Yes.
I'm audible. So I'm not able to switch on my video.
Okay, just a minute, I'm giving the access.
Okay.
Now try.
Okay. Okay. Now it's okay. Okay. I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. I am from CSC branch, first year, UIT Chandigarh, Punjab University. Wait a minute, my voice is like repeating itself. Don't know why. Hello.
Karan, in
Okay, so
case you have two systems on, you will have to switch off one.
okay.
The audio of one of that must be muted.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay. So may I start?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. So as the topic says, has equality prevailed completely? So I will be speaking against the topic and why the equality hasn't prevailed completely. Let's see why. Now all of you must have heard about the term Black Lives Matter, which is the most hated term in 2020. Now, as you know, according to a study in the United States of America, a black man is more likely to be arrested for the same crime or the same offense than a white man. Most of the people there are suspicious of a black man. They think they are a criminal. He is a criminal or he's something like a gangster. According to a survey, the poverty, unemployment, as well as the illiteracy rate is the highest among black Americans. Now, these things clearly show that how far we have accomplished the goal of equality. Now, coming back to India. Now, as you all have heard about the 26 January riots in New Delhi, and many of the farmers and many individuals were arrested that day by the police because they were protesting and maybe they were innocent. Now, the government of Punjab and many individuals are providing free legal aid to those people, but the Indian media is brutally cursing them for just helping those poor farmers. And according to Article 21 of our Indian Constitution, every individual, every Indian citizen has the right to free legal aid. But now, if they are helping a poor farmer, they are being criticized. Now, that's not equality. Now, talking about child labor. Now, as you know, our Indian Constitution tells about that every child from the age of 6 to 14 should have the right to education and free education if he can't afford it. And there should be a no to child labor for a child below the age of 14. But according to a survey by the West Bengal Right to Education Forum, the child labor has increased significantly during the lockdown period in West Bengal among children. It has increased by 113% for girls and by 94.7% for boys. This is another example that these children, who are just like others, are not given the right to study. They are not allowed to study just because of the economic conditions. So, I think this is another point to be noted, that how far we have come in the way of equality and how much we have to accomplish. It's been 70 years, 73 years since our country got independence, but still we are talking about equality, and still there is child labor. Okay, thank you.
Any participant? Any question?
Yes, ma'am. Karan Jaspreet, you have said that the farmers are not getting the equal rights and they are protesting, so they are getting arrested. You have also heard what type of some criminal activities they have done, like throwing stones to the police officer, which are maintaining the discipline and disrespecting of the flag, national flag on the such occasion. So, and in various ways, the farmers are not getting, they are happy with the new laws which are given by the government. So, how can you elaborate this? Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, I never talked about the laws. I said that the people who were arrested that day. Now every individual who is arrested has the right to get legal aid. So if they are getting free legal aid by the government, then what's the problem? Like if they are guilty, they will be punished by the court, by the law. But at least they should get legal aid. They should get someone loyal to. Someone should someone should defend them in the court. That's what I mean.
So they can go to the court. Court is for all, my dear.
Sorry?
They are having the rights for them.
Yes, yeah.
The government is not pressurizing them, my dear.
Like I never talked about laws. I only talk about if they are getting arrested, they should have all right to get legal aid, as it is mentioned in the Indian Constitution, in our Constitution. They should be allowed to get legal aid, and there is no issue and no problem if they are getting a legal aid. If they are guilty, they will be punished.
Okay, well, then we'll move forward to our jury members. If any questions.
Karan, I'd like to put forward a question to you.
Yes,
this is Dr. Manisha Shukla, one of the jury.
Yes, ma'am.
Karan, you spoke against the topic, but what I feel is, as per the law of the nation, every gender, every caste and creed, and everyone has an equal right to own a property or a land, and even with respect to the families, whether sons or daughters, they have an equal ownership of the heritage, whatever is the family value. So what is your point about the same, and how does it justify your say against the topic?
Like if there's a boy and a girl, so they should have equal part in the in the property of their father. I mean, that's
it is there as per the Indian Constitution, as
okay.
per the law of the nation. Both sons and daughters have an equal right to ownership of what the family heritage is all about. Like whatever belongs to the family, जो भी परिवार का पूरी संपत्ति है, उस पर बेटा और बेटी का बराबर अधिकार है, and equally distribute होता है, as per the law.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Since you spoke against the topic, so what will you say regarding this particular issue?
I totally agree in what you said, but like if like the boy is very poor and he can't afford his family's, like he can't afford to have food for his family to for the studies of the children. So the like if there's a sister of that boy, so should understand that her brother is not in a good economic condition. But if they are both equal in terms of economic opportunities, so both have the equal right in their father's property.
Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am.
Shreya, I think you can proceed, Sakshi and Shreya.
Yes, ma'am. Next, we have a participant, Ashna Dua.
Am I audible?
Yes, Ashna, you're audible.
Hi. Good afternoon, respected judges and my fellow friends. I'm Ashna Dua from UIET Punjab University, and I'm here to speak against the motion "Has equality prevailed completely?" I'll begin by quoting Aristotle: "The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal." Equality is not complicated. It is as simple as the state of being equal in all aspect, status, rights, and opportunities. Equality has not prevailed in our society because even today, women are not treated equally to men. Even today, people practice racism. Even today, human beings are being exploited in every aspect of life. We say that women need to be empowered. And it is totally wrong because for women to be empowered, they have to be weak in the start. And women are not weak. They are not below men and they deserve equal rights because they are human beings before being a woman. They deserve equal pay in the workspace. They deserve equal rights in our society. Domestic violence, rapes, and such tortures are prevalent in our country that other women have to stand up for those women who cannot speak for themselves. And a lot of people in our society are being kept in the blind. They are not getting equal education about fundamental rights, and a lot of people are saying that they should that they cannot fight against what is equal for them, and so that people can continue dominating them. We see people getting discriminated against their colors also. Can't we just accept them as who they are? Can't we just accept the LGBTQ plus community just because they like the same gender or any other gender for that matter? They are human beings too, and every human being on this planet has the right to be treated equally. Every single human being, they might have come from different ships, but they're on the same boat, the same planet now, and we have equal rights and equal human rights to be practiced. Rules in the Constitution remain just that, rules on paper. They don't get implemented in our daily lives, and the common man suffers because of it. These laws, when not being implemented in our daily lives, are creating a ruckus in our society and in our country. So people need to be made aware of their rights, and they should be made aware that they can go to the Supreme Court if their rights are being exploited and they are not getting equal status, equal opportunities in their lives as compared to their peers and other family members or anyone else for that matter. So I will conclude by saying that if we remain neutral in situations of injustice, we have chosen the side of the oppressor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashna. Any participant, any question?
Yes, ma'am. As you have said that women are exploited by the males, but in my opinion, all the society members are exploiting by each other. Like some children are exploiting by going in underage to the work. The men are also exploiting. So how can you say that women are only exploiting?
I'm not saying that only women are being exploited. I'm saying everyone in our society is getting exploited. But if we look at the stats, a lot of women, I mean, I think major of our women are being exploited more as compared to men. And yes, child labor is a problem too. And I said that the rules on our constitution are just that. They remain rules. They are not being followed. Even if we say that child labor is illegal, people employ children to work in their homes. A lot of our society has underage children working as maids or as cooks or as cleaners in our society. I'm not saying it's just women, it's everyone in our society. A lot of people in our society are being exploited.
Okay, then we'll move forward to our jury members. I would most respectfully ask Aarti sir to put up any question against our participants.
बेटा थोड़ी देर में after some time I will ask question.
Okay, sir. Any other jury member who want to ask can ask the question.
Well, I'll put up a question to Ashna.
Yes,
Ashna, I would like to hear any kind of a solution on the same to what the issue is all about.
Yeah, the same question I wanted to ask, ma'am. Actually, it was like I wanted to ask Ashna, how do you think women can contribute in inculcating the thought regarding this gender parity in society?
I think as a woman myself, I should stand against any person. I mean, I'm not saying that I can do it for the whole society, but for myself, I can stand against any person who's discriminating against me, or if they're saying that I should not do this because I'm a girl or I'm a woman, it should be my protest. I should protest and I should fight against my rights. I mean, fight for my rights that yes, I deserve equal rights as my brother, as my husband, or any other male friend. I think that's the only thing a woman can do for herself.
Nice. I mean, the thought of sisterhood or the brotherhood, right?
Yes.
Providing a shoulder. This is what you mean? Yes. Providing a shoulder to any who's depressed, whether a male or a female.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you meant, Ashna?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think that's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ashna. Now we move forward with our next participant, Aditi Singh Sishodia.
Sakshi, is Aditi on the panel?
Aditi, you can start now. I think I've given access. So,
yes.
Okay, perfect.
Hello.
Yes, Aditi, you are visible and audible as well.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. This is Aditi Singh Sishodia from BBD and ITM, EC branch, Lucknow. And I'm speaking for the motion on the topic, has equality prevails completely? First of all, equality term is most probably used in terms of gender, that is a male or female. There is links between what is feminine and what is masculine are drawn from the birth. The term equality was enforced so that no one can feel deprived of anything. Equality of opportunity demands that women should be given equal opportunities alongside men, which is a very fair argument. But the equality offered to men should also be the same. It should be equal in men in all the professions. It is exactly the climate to promote the gender equality. We know that when women are empowered and work, societies and nations improve. When a woman is educated, she lifts the community and the nation. Human rights cannot be achieved until there is gender equality. Few years back, it was always mentioned that we are living in a male dominated society. Now 90% of the males are even not agreed to this. The era in which we are standing, yes, I can say equality is prevailing completely. It is in your thoughts, it is in your perspectives. Now everyone, whomsoever it is concerned, we have access to education, good employment, religious freedom, political representation, etc. Most of the people says that no, equality doesn't prevails completely. Let me ask you, are you perfect? So now how are you expecting it to be? We are on the verge of achieving the equality completely. Though we have achieved it globally, everything needs a balance to be perfect. In the same way, the society has now accepted this balance. So for now, a woman can do what a man can, and a woman can be as good or bad as a woman too. So thank you, that's all.
Thank you so much, Aditi. Any question? Any questions from any of the participants? If there is no question, then we'll move forward to our jury members.
I would like to ask a question to Aditi ma'am that you said we should ask for ourselves that whether we are perfect or what we are not. So ma'am, actually no one is perfect, but we always demand for a change in the society. So what are your views about this?
Exactly. I'm not asking you to be the perfect, but this is the fact that nobody is perfect here. So we should not expect everything to be perfect. We are on the verge of achieving the equality. There is a difference between the verge and achieving it completely. We are on the way to achieve it. So I hope you got your answer.
I have a question for Aditi. The question is, you said that we are on the verge of equality, which I totally disagree with, because I have a question. What are your views on the newly formed law in Uttar Pradesh, which is the anti-conversion law? And the anti-conversion law, if you know, it says that a forceful conversion is not permissible, which is right, but people are misusing it as a discrimination towards the minority. So why would you say it is on the verge of equality?
Is it everything specified into a single segment? We are talking about the whole statistics. We are talking it globally. We are not just taking a proper segment to answer it that we have not achieved the equality here. So it has not been achieved globally.
But it does. I mean, if I'm asking you a question, it does refer to it as globally, because one topic you can't just you can't just not consider one topic because it doesn't consider globally.
Everything starts with a segment. Everything starts with a small change. Let it be. We will achieve the equality soon. We are almost on the verge of achieving it because we are now having a very good legal protection as well as political representation, although we are having the religious freedom with a better employment quality.
Okay, we have less time, so we'll move towards our jury members.
Yeah, I have a question, Aditi.
Yes, sir.
Why is it important to understand gender equality?
So the gender equality, these links between what is who are male and who are female are drawn from our birth starting. So the equality, this term was only used so that no one can be deprived of anything. Everyone is having the right to be equal. They are also having the same right to gain equality. Gender equality, inequality has been done from the starting. On the basis of everything we are doing the discrimination.
Thank you for your answer.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Aditi. Now we move forward with our last participant, Abdullah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Abdi sir, and good to see you here again. And so today, today I'm going to speak against the motion. The topic is has equality prevailed? Completely no, it hasn't. And since I've been seeing people for the motion saying we are on the verge of equality, which is totally wrong, because uh, the government is not complying with the basic needs of the people. So what I would like to say is we are on the verge of even more inequality. And I'm going to start with some statistics. So why I'm speaking against the motion is because the richest 1% of Indians own 58% of wealth. And
Abdullah, your camera is not on. So can you please switch on your camera? Okay, perfect. Perfectly so.
Okay, can you see me?
Yes, you are visible.
So the richest 10% of the Indians own 80% of the wealth, and the income inequality gap is immense because the agriculture state is a state is in of collapse, and poor have limited education and healthcare. So what I'm going to reach out on this debate is, because as I'm against the motion, I'm going to start with this anti-conversion law, which is it has been made in UP. Like every other bill, it stirs hate against the minorities and spread fear in the society. Instead of giving them the freedom of choice, like the Constitution has, so I'm going to source Al Jazeera News for this. It says that it was reported by Aliza Puranam that on 19th December 2020, she went to India, and she went to a state of district of Moradabad. Okay, so now this issue is dark because a woman named Pinky Kumari from Moradabad married a minority in today's world. So the local society spread terror and suspected her husband to forcefully convert her into a minority. Without any base of proof, they decided to take the husband or jail the husband and take the woman named Pinky Kumari. And the local society spread terror and suspected her husband of forcefully converting her without any base of proof. Her husband was sent to jail. Now this doesn't end here, okay? So Pinky Kumari was taken to a hospital for some reason, where the hospital board said Nari Ek, Roop Anek. And why I'm stating this is because the doctor was a woman, and the victim, Pinky Kumari, was given injections. Okay, so 8 hours later, Pinky Kumari suffered a miscarriage. Okay, she lost her child, and her husband is still wrongly in jail. So this goes to show that our country's basic rights are being stolen, and there's no equality. I don't see any equality in today's world right now as of this government. So coming to the point of gender inequality, the discrimination of women is outnumbered. There are no doubts on it. Like
Time is
still
up, Abdullah.
there still is that's I have one point to make. But since currently I am against the motion, and for the sake of this debate, I'll talk about men in general. There are still a lot of work to do in terms of gender inequality, because a BBC report from 2019 states that suicide is still the single biggest killer of men under the age of 45. So men don't have the freedom to talk about their issues because the society expects them to be tough, or just work harder and never complain. So many can't afford the basic medical help, so their mental health worsens over time. So in the end, there always will be an inequality if people of the country are being misled and the government is not working for the people. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any questions from the participants?
Hi, you said that men can't afford basic medical opportunities and everything. Do you think that women do? Women are not even allowed to speak about what they're going through. Men are just being forced by the society that they should be tough. It's not like your choice. Women are being suppressed to just not talk about what they are going through. Why do you say that men are not being given basic rights to facilitate all the healthcare services? That's wrong, I think.
Actually, I think you didn't hear my whole point before I started talking about mental health about men, because as I stated about the women inequality, and then I stated about the men inequality, which is their mental health is even more deteriorating because with the statistics, I'm stating statistics and facts, okay? The suicide rate is in men is even more, like around 70 to 80% more than women, because of the points that I mentioned. And about the first question, I think the first question was, can you repeat again?
Women don't have the opportunity to avail avail those medical facilities that you're saying. And you just said that their mental health is deteriorating. We can't just say, just because of a gender, their mental health is deteriorating.
No, I
that
didn't mention gender anywhere.
You say that men's mental health is 70 to 80% more deteriorated, but
Yeah, because
because of the suicide
there's a
rates.
reason why, because in bigger countries, okay, in the UK and USA, men are less likely to get a job than women because of reasons. There are many reasons. There are other reasons. So because of that, they can't afford medical assistance because it's really expensive for them already.
I think UK has free medical facilities.
Okay, Ashna, wait. We'll move forward to our jury members.
I'll put up a question. The question is that since there was a lot of talk about the minority and the minority aspects, the Indian Constitution with respect to India
Yes,
has a lot in the offering, which has resulted in much of a turmoil, because after independence, after so many years of independence, the question of minority being privileged otherwise should not arise. It should be omitted completely. So what is your view on the same?
Ma'am, I didn't understand the part of your question. Can you please repeat it again?
The question is that after so many years of independence, I presume now is the time where all should be treated equally. No extra privilege to minorities should be given. And this is resulting in so much of unrest in the youth, because the minorities are being given extra advantage, and the equality part is being hampered with respect to that. So what is your view on the same?
Ma'am, I think I strongly disagree with what you said. I think minorities don't have any additional privilege because for the current scenario which we are seeing, the minorities are being oppressed, and the laws are such that it creates fear among the minorities.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you.
Thank you, Abdullah. Now we'll move forward with our competition. As we are going to end this competition, I'll hand over my mic to Neha.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Neha Yadav. So now we are close to the end of the event. I invite Sakshi Priyam, WIE Chair, IEEE BBDITM for the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Neha. Greetings to all the members present over here. Firstly, I would more respectively heartily thank to all the jury members who are present over here who took their precious time from their busy schedule. Dr. S.H. Abdi, who is the father figure and guided all of us like his own child. Dr. Stuti Shukla Datta, who is the example for all the women. Dr. Manisha Shukla, whose kindness, joyful nature, and inspiration is commendable. Dr. Kamlesh Kumar Singh, who is always supportive with his colleagues and the women. Thank you so much to all the jury members. Now I will most respectively express my heartily gratitude to our director, Sir Professor Dr. Bhavesh Kumar Chauhan, who has helped us in every walk. Sir, we are very grateful to you. I also want to thank our respected HOD, Sir, Professor Rafiq Ahmed, who has guided us whenever we needed. Our advisor, Professor Khadim Moin Siddiqui, Sir, whose contribution is a lot and is commendable. Our WIE counselor, Professor Kanika Lamba, who guided us everywhere. I also want to thank my WIE Affinity Group committee members, Vijay Shukla, Yashika Yadav, Shambhavi, Shreya Rai, who shouldered their responsibilities in organizing this event. Thank you so much to the two anchors of this event, Shreya Rai and Neha Yadav, for leading the smooth conduct of this competition. Thanks to the technical team, Shrey Khanna and Shrikant Singh, whose technical support helped us a lot in completing this competition. Lastly, I would like to point out, or you can say that I would like to put up one point that IEEE WIE is not against any caste, gender, or community, or does not intend to be against any of the things. This event was only held to know the viewpoints of any individual and not to harass or exploit any of the community. Thank you so much. Now I'll hand over to Neha.
Thank you, Sakshi ma'am, for your words. You have always been supportive to us. So now we declare the session officially closed. Feedback forms has been shared in chat box. Participants are requested to fill that form. Thank you.
I think, hello, I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are.
Hello, Neha. Okay, so I think the results and other things will be shared on your WhatsApp group. So I think all the participants have already connected with our WhatsApp group. Okay, we will also send the email to the the winners and other, and the prize and other things distribution will be shared on virtually. Okay, so wait for I think 4 or 5 days, and we will share all the details. If someone has any questions, so you can ask, and then we can close these sessions. Anyone has any question, so you can raise your hand and then we can close this session. Okay, I think the perfect. Shrey, can you please stop the recording?